The content of this podcast is provided for general informational purposes only and is not intended as, nor should it be considered a substitute for professional medical advice.
Hello everyone, this is Karen Nickel, family nurse practitioner, and you are listening to Itchy and Bitchy, a podcast that provides answers to your many unanswered health questions. The use of diabetes and weight loss medications like Ozempic or Wegovy, called GLP-1 drugs, many of you out there may have used them, has absolutely exploded in recent years. As a matter of fact, the use of these meds is up 600% in the last 6 years, according to a June 2024 poll. The poll shows that 12% of U.S. adults have used one despite of the cost. That's almost 41 million people. Holy cow. What we don't talk about is the fact that 50 to 75% of people who start taking these drugs stop using them within a year. It is not clear why this is true, but it is thought that it could be due to the high cost of the meds, due to people stopping the med when they have reached their weight loss goal, and due to medication side effects. The most common side effects with GLP-1 medications are gastrointestinal problems like reflux, diarrhea, constipation, nausea, and/or vomiting, and they can be quite severe. Another side effect that may lead people to stop the med is hair loss, and that's what I want to talk to you about today. I had a couple of patients who had this complaint when they used a GLP-1 medication like Wegovy for weight loss. They would say to me, "Karen, this medication really works, but I don't want to be skinny and bald. That's not the goal." And fair enough, I understood their concern. It's not an ideal trade-off. We have several different GLP-1 medications currently available for treatment of type 2 diabetes or obesity, including Ozempic, Wegovy, Rybelsus, Mounjaro, Zepbound, Trulicity, Victoza, and Saxenda. Hair loss, medically known as alopecia, can be a distressing side effect of certain medications, including these GLP-1 medications. While these meds are highly effective in managing diabetes and in achieving weight loss, some people may experience hair loss as a very much unwanted side effect. So why do GLP-1 meds cause hair loss? Well, of course, like so many things in medicine, the exact reason GLP-1 meds may be contributing to hair loss is not yet known. However, also like so many things in medicine, there are several theories. Some individuals may experience nutrient deficiencies while taking these meds, especially if they already have poor dietary habits or malabsorption issues. It is also possible that because GLP-1 meds have properties that suppress appetite, and boy, they suppress appetite, people have less food intake, and that can potentially cause nutrient deficiencies, and in particular, protein deficiencies, which has been shown to be associated with hair loss. Additionally, since these meds can cause vomiting, this could also be a reason for the loss of nutrients and resultant hair loss. For those individuals who do not supplement with vitamins and minerals while they're on these meds, the loss of these essential nutrients such as biotin, zinc, and iron can cause hair loss, thinning, or delayed growth. And the loss of iron in women can be especially detrimental to hair growth. GLP-1s work by mimicking the action of a hormone called glucagon-like peptide 1. That's GLP-1, glucagon-like peptide 1. This hormone helps regulate blood sugar levels. Hormone fluctuations, particularly changes in insulin levels, may disrupt the hair growth cycle, leading to hair loss. It is hypothesized that some GLP-1 meds can lead to hormonal shifts that increase the risk of something we call androgenic alopecia. This is also known as male pattern baldness, and that's when the hair thins at the crown and the frontal hairline in men, and female pattern loss, which is thinning of the hair all over the scalp. and can result in permanent hair loss in spite of stopping the medication. Androgenic alopecia is influenced by genetics, so there is a predisposition to this problem. Managing a chronic condition like diabetes can be stressful, and stress is a known factor in hair loss. Additionally, the emotional distress of experiencing hair loss itself can make the problem worse. But the most likely cause, based on a 2025 study, is that GLP-1 medications often cause very rapid weight loss, inducing physiological stress that leads to telogen effluvium. This is a condition in which a large number of hair follicles prematurely enter the resting phase called the telogen phase of the hair growth cycle, leading to increased shedding of hair. In the Wegovy clinical trial, the people in the trial who lost more than 20% of their body weight reported hair loss more often than those who lost less than 20% of their body weight. This further supports that the mechanism for hair loss while on GLP-1 meds may be due to the physiologic stress on the body from rapid weight loss, causing a disruption of hair cycle leading to hair loss. In the Wegovy trial, 3% of the people reported hair loss as a side effect while taking the med. While hair loss is a relatively rare side effect of these popular drugs, it is apparently prevalent enough that the FDA is paying attention. As of January 4th, 2024, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration is currently, quote, evaluating the need for regulatory action, end quote, due to serious side effects including hair loss in people taking medications like Ozempic, Mounjaro, and Wegovy. More research may be needed to determine whether hair loss is a direct result of these medications, but many experts estimate that hair loss taking place after taking Ozempic, Wegovy, or Mounjaro, or medications like it, is associated more with rapid weight loss and pre-existing conditions like diabetes rather than the drug itself. So great, I lose weight and lose my hair. What options do I have? Fear not, there are options, and I will share those with you after this quick break. So, if you are planning on going on a GLP-1 medication to treat diabetes or for weight loss management, and you want to be proactive about preventing hair loss, or if you are already on a GLP-1 and are experiencing hair loss, here are some strategies to mitigate the problem. Make sure you maintain a balanced diet rich in essential nutrients. Gosh, how many times have you heard me say that? Nutrient deficiencies, especially in proteins, vitamins, and minerals, can contribute to hair loss. Remember that hair is primarily made of a protein called keratin. Include protein-rich foods like lean meats, fish, eggs, and legumes in your diet. To help offset hair loss, strive to consume between 0.6 and 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight daily. I'm going to say that again. 0.6 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight daily. And this is a minimum of 80 grams, ideally a minimum of 100 grams per day. Years ago, when I told a couple of my good friends that they need to take in that much protein every day, I thought they were going to cause me bodily harm. They were angry and simply said, "Impossible, Karen Nickel, impossible." Well, it is possible, but you have to be very intentional about the process to get 100 grams of protein in your diet every day. If you want more info on how to do this, you can listen to my podcast episode entitled Muscle is a Must, dated March 2nd, 2024. Muscle is a Must, March 2nd, 2024. Vitamins A, C, D, and E, along with magnesium, calcium, zinc, and iron, play crucial roles in hair health. Get these nutrients by incorporating fruits, vegetables, nuts, and whole grains in your diet. If needed, you can add a daily supplement that includes these vitamins and minerals. One good option is Naturalo's One Daily Multivitamin for women over 50. It's vegan-friendly, plant-based, and it's a whole food vitamin. And Naturalo is spelled N as Nancy, Aturelo. It has been third-party tested by Consumer Lab and is not only approved, but is also a top pick. It's 1 capsule a day. Essential amino acids are also vital for hair health, and you can get those from lean meats, fish, eggs, dairy products, and plant-based options like quinoa and soy. This daily requirement can be obtained by a daily supplement or a balanced diet rich in these nutrients. One good supplement option that will also give you your protein is Now Foods Sports Nutrition Pea Protein. Now Foods Sports Nutrition Pea Protein that contains 24 grams of protein and 9 essential amino acids in 1 scoop. It is approved and a top pick by a third-party tester, Consumer Lab. Other supplements to consider for hair health include biotin, which is known for its role in hair growth and can be beneficial. A daily dose of 2.5 milligrams twice daily is often recommended. That's 2,500 micrograms or 2.5 milligrams twice daily. Omega-3 fatty acids can also be helpful because they reduce inflammation and promote hair growth. And there are some specialty supplements for hair support to consider if you are going to start using a GLP-1 medication or are currently using one. Viviscal and Nutrafol. I have patients who have used these supplements with very good results. Viviscal hair growth supplements contain a blend of vitamins, minerals, and marine complex called Aminomar, designed to nourish hair from within and promote growth. Users typically take the supplements twice daily, and noticeable results can often be seen within 3 to 6 months. It doesn't happen right away because the hair growth cycle is a long cycle. Viviscal helps to strengthen existing hair, reduce shedding, and improve overall hair health, making it a beneficial addition to your hair care regimen while on GLP-1 therapy. Nutrafol is designed to support hair growth and improve hair health. It contains a blend of vitamins, minerals, and botanicals that target the root cause of hair thinning, such as stress, hormonal imbalances, and poor nutrition. When purchasing this product, make sure you select the age-appropriate formulation that best meets your needs. Keep in mind, again, that it may take 3 to 6 months for you to see the full effect. Many of you already know about minoxidil or the brand name Rogaine, which is an over-the-counter topical treatment that can stimulate hair growth. It comes in 2% and 5% strengths. You apply it directly to the scalp as directed by the product instructions. Although topical minoxidil isn't proven to promote hair recovery in telogen effluvium, in particular, in theory, it can provide benefits, and if you want to be proactive while on a GLP-1 med, this could be an option. Women, you can use the higher strength of 5% that is typically marketed to males if you tolerate it okay. Recent trials show oral minoxidil as an effective and a well-tolerated alternative for both men and women for those struggling with topical formulations. The oral form is by prescription only. And note, do not use any form of minoxidil if you are pregnant. Do not use any form of minoxidil if you are pregnant. There are some other measures you can take. Practice gentle hair care. Use mild sulfate-free shampoos and conditioners. Avoid heat styling tools. Avoid harsh treatments like frequent coloring, perming, or straightening, and minimize tension on the hair from tight hairstyles to prevent further damage to fragile hair. Regular scalp massages can increase blood circulation to hair follicles, promoting hair growth. Use natural oils like coconut or argan oil for added nourishment. Some lifestyle modifications to lessen hair loss while on these meds include managing your stress through regular physical activity, mindfulness training, yoga, meditation, or whatever works for you, and getting 7 to 8 hours of good sleep each night. I know, it's not always easy, but it's always an important goal. In some cases, switching to an alternative diabetes medication or weight loss medication that does not have hair loss as a side effect may be the only solution, but this is something you should discuss with your healthcare provider. There are a couple of procedural therapies that can be used if other methods are not working for your hair loss. One is platelet-rich plasma therapy, or PRP therapy. PRP involves injecting platelet-rich plasma from your blood into the scalp. This can stimulate hair growth by enhancing blood supply to hair follicles. PRP is typically administered by a dermatologist or a specialist in hair restoration. Another option is using botulinum toxin A, which is branded name Botox, or multivitamin mesotherapy. One brand is called DermaHeal. They are products that are injected into the scalp. Recent studies have also shown that both botulinum toxin A and multivitamin mesotherapy are effective in treating telogen effluvium. A few take-home thoughts for you today. Make sure you are going to your regularly scheduled checkups when you are on a GLP-1 medication and let them know what, if any, side effects you are experiencing. If you are having hair loss, let them know that so that appropriate labs like thyroid and iron levels can be checked to make sure those problems are not part of the picture. Also, if the hair loss is persisting or worsening, schedule an appointment with a dermatologist who specializes in hair loss so they can provide a personalized treatment plan for you. Experiencing hair loss can be very distressing. I know, I saw many patients deal with this. But please remember that you are not alone and there are always ways to address the problem. Thank you all for listening. Wherever you listen to this podcast, please leave a review and rate the podcast. Your reviews and ratings matter. And also make sure you follow the show so that it will be automatically downloaded. That matters so much. I encourage you to visit our Facebook page, IMB Podcasts, where you can give us a like and leave comments or questions for me. Our website is itchyandbitchy.com, where there are blogs with some of our subjects available for you to read. As always, thanks to Forrest Winsel, my son, our producer and composer of our theme music, and the person who does all the behind-the-scenes work to make this podcast possible. Thank you, Forrest. Forrest is gearing up to go into his second year at Peabody Music Conservatory. I'm sure there's exciting stuff ahead for him. So proud of him. Remember, your health is in your hands.